Nicola Hill joins us now from London. Nicola, Portugal, Germany, are we seeing a second wave in Europe?
This is certainly something that health experts are fearing. Here in the UK, for example, the leaders of all the medical colleges have written an open letter to all the political leaders saying that more has to be done now in case a second wave comes. We've seen these local flare-ups, we've seen these spikes, and the biggest fear is when the weather changes. So it's sunshine. Here in the UK, in London, it's 30 degrees today. So everybody's happy to be outside. And we also know that the virus is killed by sunlight. So it's much safer if you're outside. But as lockdown lifts, and as we heard in the UK yesterday, lots of changes have happened. So people will be going more inside. They can go to bars and things like that. That's where the fears of, first of all, flare-ups happening again, and then potentially this second wave coming in. And of course, we do know that flu comes in waves. The Spanish flu at the beginning of the 20th century, it was the second wave, which actually killed more people than the first wave. So that's why there's real fears that if countries in Europe, in the Northern Hemisphere, don't put enough measures in place now so that we don't repeat the mistakes that there were at the beginning of the pandemic, we won't be ready for a second wave because, of course, we haven't got that vaccination, no matter what political leaders are saying. It's not ready at the moment. And the treatments we've got are okay. We've got good news in that we have dexamethasone, but that's just one treatment, and that's for people who are already in hospital. We don't have any preventative measures.
And what do you make of the mood, the preparations there in the UK as it gets ready for that opening up, July the 4th, where we'll see more restrictions eased?
Well, obviously, everybody's welcoming them. I mean, as you can tell, like everybody, I'm desperate for the hairdressers to open. But it's interesting, I've been talking to people and looking on social media to see if everybody has embraced the decisions by Boris Johnson to lift these lockdowns. Particularly, the one that's important is the change from the 2 metres to 1 metre plus social distancing. And that's the one that a lot of the health experts are not happy about that change. They feel that one of the reasons we have begun to see a reduction in infections here in the UK, and of course we are still a country that has a lot of infections, is because of this social distancing, because we're keeping this gap between us. And there is a real fear that because that's changing, and it's had to because of the economy and the hospitality industries, but there is a real fear that we might see a flare-up. And a lot of the public on social media have actually said that they're not that happy, and they're not sure if they are going to embrace all these changes that the Prime Minister has introduced.
Nicola, important stuff you're discussing there. Thank you so much, Nicola Hill, and enjoy the 30 degrees in London. It's hotter than Istanbul.